Hi guys, good morning to everybody. This is KEL, and today is the 29th of May 2026. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. All right, guys, good morning to everybody. It's been a while. All right, thank you. Last time we had this session was 10 days ago. Now, I hope that everybody is making a lot of money from the market, and I think that is pretty easy if you use Crazy. So today is a very important day because I want to share some very important fundamental with you. But again, before that, we need to ensure you do your risk management accordingly. Yeah, this is very important. Now, today is the last trading day of the month. I think so, right? Let me just double confirm. Yes, indeed. Monday will be a brand new month, 1st of June on a Monday. Yeah, so that is where I think things will get very exciting. Now, remember, I did say before that I expect the market to move quite a fair bit from June and July. Now, if you actually listen to me, in fact, I was looking more of a technical sell down than a rebound to new all-time high. So I'll talk about this more on Sunday when we have a gathering of the weekend market. All right. So before that, let's start at the fundamental and what's happening right now on the fundamental side. Now, basically, we can see that the tech earnings, the earnings on the technology company is defying the Iran strikes and inflation concern. In short, it's telling you that the technology counters are still going up in valuation because the earnings are good. Now, undeniable, when you cut people and you increase your sales, definitely that will equate to higher revenue. But that also means that the economy, the people are suffering. But again, the market do not focus on that. So we saw the Asian market rises as investors weigh on the military action in Iran. Actually, now there is signs that there could be a temporary US-Iran deal. So apparently yesterday, the market was doing well because Donald Trump and his White House decided that there could be a deal done. Then after that, this morning, Donald Trump says that he need more time to look through the agreement because if the Strait of Hormuz is not going to be open to him, that agreement is a waste of time. So based on what we know on Donald Trump, normally Donald Trump will announce it on a Saturday. All right, so Friday he do something and Saturday the market move, and that's typical what Trump does. He is probably the best market maker if you ask me. All right, so that is what you need to do. Be careful. All right, Iran reportedly launched missile as Donald Trump mused over the pause of the agreement. Yeah, but again, all these things are flying around. He's cannot be sure what's going on, and the market sort of thing that we just forget about it. Initially, when one missile fly over, the market reacted, but now the missile fly over, the market just hardly bothered. So that is how things is happening. Now, inflation is expected to hit the annual 3.3%. Now, this is way, way, way above 2% that Jerome Powell last said. All right, now, new boss, Kevin Walsh, he is expecting that this is going to go up, but he feels that this is actually part of normal of the current situation. So this is going to be interesting because we are talking about 2% for the longest of time, and now it's a 3.3%. So and this is actually what the official number is. If you're talking about non-official, we all know it's much, much higher, yeah? All right, so that is this one here. Now, there are people saying that silver will drop further. Now, I don't think so. I think it shouldn't be. All right, so let's take a look over this side here. Okay. All right, so let's us continue our sharing. Okay, so we have the I can't open CME group. I'm using a Wi-Fi now. I can't do that. Okay, so let's just look at the financial juice. Now, I think the financial juice is a very good platform for you to consider to see financial data. All right, it's free. You just need to go on Facebook, log in, or Google, I think, and you can get it for free. And I think that the data is quite good. The data is quite live. So I use it a lot recently because I get to see news. You can filter them, of course, to more important, like this. Now, I'm definitely not selling for them, but I think it's a good product. I myself share this with you, right? Yeah, to me, it's a good product. We must share, ma. Okay, USD. Now, to me, US data is most important. The rest of the country, I mean, unless you have reason to be worried for your own country, I don't think it's necessary. And of course, you don't need only the high impact news, all right? Yeah, we need that. Okay, how am I going to do this? Okay. Oops. Okay, how am I going to choose the news after that? Close. Yep. Okay, yeah, we go. The big new one come out already. Okay, so what do we have today? We have the wholesale inventories. We have the retail inventories coming out today. The forecast and the previous are quite the same. And then we have the Fed Bowman, he'll be talking, and the Chicago PMI, which is supposed to be higher. All right, so that's expected, yeah. Now, big news wise, there's no big news at the moment, although Romanian and Russian and something. Now, Taiwan index has been going up quite a fair bit, and this is all typical. If you look carefully, all the country who do technology are all doing pretty well recently, yeah. Okay, so if you want this news, get it on. It's called financialjuice.com. Pretty good. All right, so let's go to our technical side, yeah, for today. All right, so that's the technical. We're at the goal first to begin with. Right. Okay, let's look at the gold this morning. Opening price is 44.96. The MLP is 44.74. Now, by this default, the market will be more towards the buy side. Now, when the market opens above MLP, it's telling you that the market prefer to buy. If the market opens below MLP, the market prefer to sell. But of course, that will based on the OP also, where the directive the market goes together with the OP. So in this case, right now, the market is above above MLP, right? So the market prefer to buy. And you have something very important here is a KCL. Now, KCL is there at 4507. KCL is created based on this CCYR, followed by the KSI rate. So that's why you get the KCL level. All right. So if the market has a KCL level, it's always very important to watch out. So you can see it over the last 3 days, including today. Every time the market go to KCL level 4507, the market will go through it first and then pull back. So it seems to be the 45707 is a very interesting technical level to watch out for. So if the market can close above 4507, then yes, gold can go higher. But if gold stays below 4507, gold will pull back, as you can see from the last 2 days. Now today, interestingly, there is a counteract here whereby the pivot 1 is actually residing at the bottom at 4422. Now above OP, above pivot 1 is always a classic buy, right? So this morning, if the market stays above OP, it's definitely a buy because of the pivot 1. But because of the KCL over there, and then we need to be very careful because the KSI, the KCX are all bearish. So to make it very simple, if you ask me how to trade tomorrow this morning, right, I will tell you this, above OP, I will buy, but hit KTR +1 or +2, I take profit. Now, why is that so? Because I know that the KSI, the KCX are all against me. So when the market climbs up, there will be profit taking. Understand? But if the market breaks below OP, then I will sell. Then I'll go for KTR -1, -2 for profit. But why do I don't take more profit? Because the pivot is there. So you see that this is where you get both sides of the coin, whereby both sides have something to hold back the market. So as a trader, you need to do things like this so you know exactly what to do and you won't be shocked when things happen. Yeah. So let's see what happened to gold this morning. Let's take a look on gold. All right, so gold, wow, very nice. You can see that this morning gold gave us a lot of headache. I basically buy, sell at least 4 times. All right, if you use the robot, it will be 6 times. And after that, so what happened? You can see the congregation here. And of course, this is where you can see the double diamond over this side. Now, when you see a double diamond, all you do is just draw a line at the latest diamond. And you can see here, voila. So this is a very clear buy signal because the market was a double diamond. The market stays above OP, break the diamond line. Now, if you buy here itself, there's nothing wrong. Just that when the market come back down itself, you may need to cut your position because you went below OP, red candle, KSI rate, you need to cut. For me, I cut, no choice. Follow the rule, I cut. And then after that, when the market recover back above the diamond line, I'm waiting to buy back. And I told you guys, because the market will go up, hence, therefore, the first TP was KTR +1. And truth be told, the market really hit KTR +1 exactly and stop there. Now, of course, you say, KEL, why don't we go for KTR +2? I say you can go for KTR +2, +3, or anything. But the problem is this: will the market go there to begin with? So there's a big problem between traders, which they kind of fail to understand is that they think that our system is so good that if we buy, you go to KTR plus 3. Now, seriously, guys, if I have a system that can go KTR plus 3 without me thinking, I will have all in. Correct. We can't do that. All right, so that's the first thing first. So the market, because of the KSI and the KCX that is bearish in the day chart, we know that the market will not go much higher today. And now you can see very clearly it get itself touches KTR plus 1. Then after that, it stopped there. And from the current movement now, it looks some selling moment is coming in. Now, the thing is this, why is gold going down at this period of time? Now, if you ask last time, any economic teacher, any economic student, they will tell you that when there's a war ongoing in Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, you have gold price going up. That is the normality. But because this time now, when there's a big movement in these countries and oil price goes up, it creates inflation. And inflation, actually, gold is a very good tool to combat against it. But because now the problem is that the dollar is also kind of fixed at both sides, because when you're in a war, dollar is in demand. So that causes the gold to be sideways or not weakened. All right. And then the thing is this, now the market is speculating that if there's going to be inflation, there's no need to really buy into gold. So it's very, very funny here, because by right, isn't that what we're taught to, that when there's inflation, we buy gold? So this is very interesting. The market flips whatever they want to believe, and then after that, we just have to follow in. Yeah. So to me, don't bother all this news. Just follow the OP rule. Above OP, you buy, take profit, you do that, you're done. All right, so the question is this, where would the gold be going after this today, right? So let's take a look at the chart right now, everyone. Hopefully it's working. All right, we're using new Wi-Fi here, so it should be fine. Okay, so if the market now has a 4 diamond, which you need to draw over here, you can see that the market now is trading below the 4 diamond. So this is a telltale sign to sell. All right, although it's above OP, but based on elite rule, you can sell above OP as long as a technical level assisting you on that. So to me, I'd rather play safe. I can sell small here. And then after that, when it break OP, I'll sell a bit more to target the KTR -1. And that is 4478. Now, a lot of people put a TP at KTR. I think that's a wrong thing to do. I know you're trying to stretch your dollar, but what you need to do is this, go for something better, like 4478. I'll take TP at 4479. I may even take profit at 4450. Just 1 point to 2 point higher than your TP level based on the chart. Why? Because everybody is swarming to put at the same level. Obviously, there will be some impact. Not kidding you, my friends. I have seen this so many times. I know that when we have a majority of people putting an order in, you will see that there's a temporary halt in the price action. Interesting. Now, I'm not too sure, is it because of my hallucination or because we just happen to feel that way, but actually it's happening right now. And I believe that CRAZII will become a household name. And next time we have 10 or 1,000 people coming in online to learn and trade together. That will be my final destination as a dream. All right, so if the market do come down, there's a KTR -1 and MLP is very nearby. So hopefully the market will come down and stabilize here, and maybe we can see a recovery towards the end of the day, right? Something like that. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, nothing is 100%. All right, next market that I'll share with you, it will be on the Dow Jones coming in. Okay, having some technical issue in a moment. Just hang on a while. We need to change to this. Okay, so first of all, Dow Jones today is a DJDD. DJDD means Doji Directional Day. 1, market go up first, and then after that, in the afternoon, evening, sell down. 2, the market go down first, and then in the evening and night, the market go up. So which way the Dow will go, I'm not too sure. Based on what we're seeing right now, it seems that they're doing this, whereby down first, then maybe go up. Now, one thing to note for the Dow Jones today, we have the pivot 1 supporting it, very important. As long as the market stays above pivot 1, the market will have buying forces. And of course, if the market stays above OP and above pivot 1, it means that when the market is trading above the OP mark, it's obviously above P1, right? Then you can go bigger quantity in buy side. Now, that's a bit different from what you saw in gold because the Dow Jones, KSI, and KCX are now bullish. But without gold itself, the two indicators are bearish. So you cannot use the same context, using same risk management to trade both of them. You got to be very fair to the both of them. All right, so for today, the Dow Jones now very clearly is now below OP, but staying above the pivot 1. So let's take a look at the 5-minute chart and see anything for us to take a look. Now, for those who just joined us, once again, this coming Sunday, we will have something special to share with you. It'll be an hour session to talk about the financial market, and I want you to be in round to listen to it, yeah? Now, I did it in Ho Chi Minh 2 days yesterday, and I think that they were very impressed with the sharing. And of course, what I suspect could be that there could be a bit of pullback in June, July period for the whole world itself. It'll be a small impact, but it's still going to be impactful. And then after that, we might see a strong rally towards the end. All right, so let's wait for the 5-minute chart to come out. All right. All right, this is the Dow Jones chart, and this morning below OP will be a sell. The market did come down 2 times. The market touched the OP level and created a K trend, and the market really come off, right? Can you see that the K trend is really producing some results over here, yeah? Okay, so now the question will be where the market could be behaving. Now, I told you from the day chart already. Let's look at the 5-minute chart and let's see what is happening right now. Okay, so for the upside, the market has to break the MLP first. If the market break MLP and OP, then I think going all the way up to 50,883 shouldn't be an issue at all. That is for the Dow Jones. But if the market breaks below OP, like what you're doing now, and then start to really come off, the first support will be 55,564. All right, that is the P1 support. But of course, again, if you think that the market is going to go lower, you can take a TP at KDR -1 at 50,502. Now, during the sharing session, when the market is sideways, right? If you think that I don't know, trade this market is too sideways, of course, you can also try to trade other market like Nikkei, DAX, whatever, silver. They can be, the market will not stay forever the same place. They always move around. So traders, you need to also do your move around, yeah? Okay. All right, just give me a moment, take a picture of this. All right, so this is the upside and downside for the Dow Jones, okay? All right, I think someone did ask me a question. Anyone? Okay, so this is the Dow. Let's look at the next market, Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, if you ask me, based on CRAZII, right, you can see very clearly that CRAZII already given a very strong header. Back here is on the KCL. Now, same thing again, the market has a CCRY and then CCYR after that. And then after we can see the KSI turning red. And this is that very strong signal to tell you that the market is going to go down. Now, Bitcoin last 3 weeks going down because there was some ongoing rumor says that the big whales are getting out. All right. Reason is because they bought Bitcoin as a form of a hedge position against their portfolio. But apparently, when its portfolio goes down, Bitcoin also goes down. So it doesn't gel it well. So the market felt that this Bitcoin is not trustworthy. And also now we know that a lot of big boys are redeeming their funds away from this particular all the exchanges. What's the reason? Not too sure. But it's to me, it's how it all seem to prepare for something. All right, so for me, Bitcoin, I felt that there's still room to go down a little bit more to press it down to about 70,900 series, right? Somewhere around here. Okay, Now, the boys are still selling, the retail are still selling, so that's why to sell will be a better choice than to buy. But of course, for any reason, for maybe the war really ended, then of course Donald Trump will stimulate the market and bring up all the way to a higher level for your consumption, yeah, for you to take a look into this itself, okay? So today it's above pivot, it's above it's above OP now. It should be a classic buy, but because of these two that I'm not comfortable with, I rather don't trade. So for trading, it's like this: if the market is below OP, yesterday it was below OP, below MLP, the KSI red, the KCX green, blue, sorry, I will definitely sell. And I sold yesterday Bitcoin. But when the market now tells you that the market is having a bit of reason of support, right, then I think that we need to be very careful because we cannot be distracted and then get the things wrong. So anything that y'all hear in particular, y'all want to share with me, asking me about the market, I am more than happy to share with you. And I also want you to know that everything we learn in CRAZII, you don't need to go to another market to learn because it's always the same. All right, so before we go, let's bring in the last guy. Okay, having the issue to invite him. Okay, this is Hang Seng. Now, Hang Seng, same thing happened in Hang Seng. There was a 4-stack diamond here. You draw the line. So initially, it was all pure fun. But the next day, you can see the market stay below the OP. And then after that, when the market breaks below the diamond line, then you can see that the market really, really crashed. But the thing is this, some people actually bought here or, bought somewhere around here. So that is the wrong way to do, yeah? We can on the chart very clearly, this is a downward trend. There is a first stack diamond over here. So we see a stack diamond, what must you do? You must prepare yourself that it can be up, can be down. So in this case, the market chooses to be down and the KSI is red, just sell down all the way, okay? All right, so that is how you can trade using our indicator. You don't need to be well-versed in any market. You just know how to trade the colors. The 5 rule, I repeat myself, OP first, followed by the color of the candle, then MLP, KSI, and diamond line. So OP is to check the sentiment of the market. The color change is to do the so-called the moving average. Right, number 3 is right. You will have the MLP. MLP is supposed to tell you where the market is, the upside and downside sentiment. The 4th is the KSI. If the market is weak but the KSI is green, watch out for the market. It may rebound. And last but not least, the diamond line. Diamond line is created to give you an exact level where the market could be heading. And of course, if you are going to do something like this, right, if you do a sell, then put a stop loss somewhere around here. So as long as the main thing is this is the closing price of the red yellow candle that sold you. All right, so that's one to take note. Yeah. All right, guys. So that will be all for today sharing. All right, today is going to be another very heavy day for me. I'll see you guys on Sunday. I wish you all the best. This is KEL signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.